do the function. Nope. I don't fuck with the fuck shit. Throwing on my dummy fit. Fuck it. I'ma pop out. Alrighty, man. We doing another video right here. It's called Cenat's fake side just got exposed. This was just what the fuck? This was just uploaded 6 hours ago. Quick, whatever take I had to say is that I don't hate Cenat. I like Kai. I don't, but I will say, like, I don't watch him 24/7, because he's a very performative person. Like, he, like how a lot of people say, he's loud, he's whatever. Me personally, like, I'm kind of chill. Like, I'm not loud 24/7. Maybe like when I'm playing the game or whatever, and then I'm like very, what's it called, I'm very expressing, like when I'm rapping and whatever, like I'm aggressive and whatever. But like other than that, bro, I'm just really chill. I'm kind of like this, like the way I'm reacting. This is how I am, bro. Anyways, let's go ahead and get this video started. Oh, and the video's by Chat Files.
Cenat only donated $150 to the Mr. Beast water charity. People are also calling out for not even finishing those buildings or schools or whatever in Africa he plans on doing.
So, Cenat is under fire again, and honestly...
Oh, wait a second, I ain't checked the quality. Okay, yeah, it is on 1080.
It's getting harder to keep track of the L's, whether it was what he did to Jinxie, skipping out on Mr. Beast's clean water initiative, or the fact that those Nigerian schools he promised somehow never appeared. Kai's stacking controversies like they're part of the content plan. And
I will say this about that water shit, water stuff, whatever. I gotta stop cussing, bro. Well, as much at least. But I will say this: Kai has no, what's the word? Man, I just had it in my head. He has no obligation to donate to that. I don't get why people try to tell other people what to do with their money. Mr. Beast, now I get it. Mr. Beast is trying to, call out. He was saying SQC and Kai, since you guys were beefing about who has more money and you guys are trying to go band for band. Well, go ahead and donate to this, because Mr. Beast, in a sense, he just instigated like he just brought up a whole beef, like added more fire to that. Like, Mr. Beast, I ain't gonna lie, bro, you messy for that. And I don't think he even understands why that's a whole issue, really, because, bro, let's just keep it real. XQC is racist, bro. And then now you got Kick Champ Twitter page, because no matter what Kai does, that Kick Champ page, bro, they are constantly trying to slander this man's name. No matter what, they will flip a clip and say Cenat burned down a hospital full of sick children. Like, they will do that. Like, they are crazy. I don't know why they do that, but yeah. But either way, Kai, that's where his underlying issue really is with SQC. Come on now, bro. That dude's racist, bro. He weird, and he always talking mess about somebody, bro. Period. That's just dead ass what it is. He's talking mess behind people's back, or the way he talks. I don't care. I hate when people are like, oh, this is the way I talk. This is where I'm from. This is how. No, bro. When you're friends with somebody, you know that you can't say certain stuff. You know that you shouldn't say certain stuff. So him and Kai at the time, because I can't remember exactly what XQC said, but he did say something about Kai or whatever, and it did come off very, like, I don't know, it came off bad. And everyone in the company, oh, that's just how he talks. That's just how he talk. No, bro, that's dead, bro. If you're not cool with somebody to that point, don't talk that way. Don't, you need to get closer with somebody before you start talking bad about them, or if you say something that might trigger them, which you're not going to know it's going to trigger them. Who knows? But yeah, either way, XQC is racist, bro. Bro has beef with every black creator dang there. I don't know why. Dude is weird. I don't care.
This isn't just people reaching. The internet's got receipts, timelines, and way too many questions.
But I said all that basically. Mr. Beast, like, you shouldn't have did that, because, like, they have, like, actual real beef. Like, you added both of them on Twitter, and then you were trying to tell. I get you want people to donate to, like, the water thing, the charity thing, whatever. It's cool that you're helping people. I support Mr. Beast. I mess with him for real. But I don't think that was cool to do. And then on top of that, he already had the whole stuff with Aiden. And yeah, now Aiden and XQC, they're trying to pressure Kai into donating $400,000 or more or whatever. Like, bro, I'm going to do whatever I want with my money. And I get it, yeah. Donate it and write it off at the end of the year. Who cares? At the end of the day, I'm going to do what I want with my money. And Kai is building those schools in Africa, whatever. Unless we find out new information here. Because a lot of people are saying that they're not being built. But I know that they had some type of natural disaster happen recently. And whatever. But yeah, either way, I don't think Kai is a bad person. I think Kai, he has to be at the point that he's at. He has to be a little bit more self-absorbed. So yes, he's gonna have instances where he missteps, where he puts himself before somebody else, like the whole situation with Jinxie, and stuff like that. Like he's doing stuff, same thing. Like how I was saying, XQC, the way you speak, the way you do things, it might offend somebody that you're not close with. That's what Kai did basically to Jinxie. How he just walked off and went IRL, like. Didn't really communicate with Jinxie at all, which is weird. But like I said, XQC, he has other instances where he's already kind of been proven and kind of like, be racist. Like, dude is crazy.
Since he's not answering. So the whole thing started with what was supposed to be a hyped Clash Royale tournament. Jinxie pitched it as a collab with AMP, something big, something fun. But the moment he got in the room with AMP to talk it out, man got treated like background noise. Fully ignored, like watching an NPC try to start a quest while the main characters walk past them. It's low-key painful.
Y'all wanna do a tournament? Cause I think that'll be fire, bro. Like if y'all play each other.
Echo? Who's echoing? Kai, fix your shit,
it might
bro.
be me. Wait, is it better now?
So go to your account, go to social, and then go to invite friend. That's a yellow button. Click that, and then you copy.
Hey, anybody in the chat want him?
Anybody, your account.
Anybody?
Oh, choose the player name.
He's single. Anybody in the chat want him?
So
Anybody single in the chat?
chat. I don't even know if this is gonna happen. Bro. I don't even know if I single word I've said it.
Yeah, spam one about your smack.
Can you guys hear me?
I ain't gonna he tough. I ain't gonna he think tough. That I ain't gonna either.
Kai's doing an IRL.
Yeah, no, bro. I watched Young Don react to this party. He was like, bro, I ain't gonna lie. He's like, I'm gonna get off what I'm gonna say because he's like, I don't talk that much. So he's like, no matter what, I'm gonna keep talking until somebody pays attention. And that's exactly what I do. Like if I say a joke and I'm playing the game and nobody laughs, I'm gonna keep saying the joke, bro, until somebody acknowledges what I said. Because if you're not laughing, cool, but acknowledge what I said. I don't care, bro. I don't care. Acknowledge what I just said, bro. I don't care what you're doing because there's been times I've been on the game and people just ignore. I'm like, no, bro. I'm gonna keep saying this, and you better say something.
This.
But it's
All right, chat. I'm gonna go to the gym, bro. I don't even know what's going on. All right, I'm gonna see y'all boys, bro. I tried to set up a tourney. I don't know.
And the wild part, that wasn't even the worst of it. Moments after straight up ignoring Jinxie, Kai gets up mid-call and dips to go do an IRL stream like nothing happened. Just leaves. No heads up, no courtesy, nothing. Even his own chat started spamming L's, calling him out for the way he handled it. And Jinxie, man, just sat there, took the hint, and quietly said he's heading to the gym. And honestly, who can blame him? Bro got done dirty on his own idea in front of thousands and dipped before it got worse. And after all that, naturally the backlash rolled in. People weren't just mad about how he treated Jinxie, they were calling Kai out for what it really was, only caring once the criticism started stacking and his viewership looked like it might take a hit.
see, Al Kai. What am I doing? Why does it say Al Kai?
My thing is, who even called him to do IRL? Because if he has a manager, that's a L manager. Why would you tell him? Why would you call him in the middle of a stream where he's supposed to be doing a Clash Royale thing with Jinxie, then tell him, hey, go ahead, get on IRL and do this or that? What are we talking about? You need to schedule that better. Whatever manager, whoever that was, his assistant, whoever, they need to schedule that better. They should have set that up way better. I don't care. That's weird, bro.
No, tell Jinxie. Matter of fact, no. Okay, yeah. I'm going to Jinxie, bro. Tell Jinxie has something playing IRL, but I'm about to do a one-on-one. Tell Jinxie I'll do the one-on-one with him. I'm not doing it. I didn't want to do the IRL. I ain't gonna lie. I told him not to do IRL. Tell Jinxie I didn't want to do it. I'm not doing the IRL shit. I'm not. Hold on. I don't have to, Chad, listen, lad, listen. No. Tell him come back on. He got on for real? Jinxie ended for real? Oh, God. Bro. Laggy sound. Spam 2 if it's good. Let me go see what these niggas are talking about. What the is this? Now chat, what the is this right here, bro? It's a static. What the is this? But it's good.
All right, chat. I'm gonna go to the gym, bro. I don't even know what's
This
going on.
clip is too long, bro.
All right, I'm gonna see y'all boys, bro. I tried to set up a tourney. I don't know. I'm gonna see y'all boys tomorrow. All right, bro. Peace out. Have a good night. Love y'all.
And as things started getting a little too real, with hate pouring in from every platform, Kai finally did what every creator does when the heat gets turned up. He hit damage control mode, popped up on stream, trying to clear the air, talking about how he felt bad, and how Jinxie ended the stream out of nowhere. Even acting surprised like, wait, we were supposed to play? Like, bro, you literally ignored him in real time. A+ for the obliviousness, Kai, but F- for the act. Nobody's
Real, like, which I watch Young Don, and he says it all the time. Stop explaining yourself, which is what I try to do a lot. Like, I've been doing that for like a while, but on major things, I try not to explain myself too much about stuff, unless it's like, we're actually having a conversation. If it's like somebody trying to press me, I try not to explain myself too much. I just try to bite the bullet and be like, all right, cool, whatever, like, go ahead, think whatever you want, and I'm gonna move on with my life, because that's really the best way to move in life. Like, don't care too much. Just go ahead, do your thing, and whoever gonna mess with you, they gonna mess with you.
buying that performance.
I feel bad now because it's like, the literally was waiting all day and posted a fly and all types of shit. You saying who give a bro? It's not about who gives a. It's about like the nigga time. It's a stream. You feel me? I don't know. I'm still gonna do it. I'm not gonna lie. I'm doing it. It might not be on my stream, but I'm doing it. I'm still doing it. So to dedicate a day to now thinking. Bro, y'all just messed up with Jinxie, gang.
You said what?
I just messed up Jinxie.
How?
Because he was ready for us. I didn't want to do the IRL shit, but he just ended. Like, we were supposed to play with him.
I ain't lie. Who said that? Like, I don't know how we supposed to know that because we were supposed to do this game.
Bro, we had to communicate with him, bro. He literally was ready.
Now, let's be real for a second. Nobody should be shocked that Kai ended up apologizing, but it wasn't some deep moment of self-reflection or genuine accountability. It was survival instinct. His chat was spamming L's non-stop. His name was getting cooked across every platform, and the pressure finally forced him to say something. This wasn't remorse, it was PR. A quick pivot to stop the bleeding, because if the backlash never hit, let's be honest, that apology never would have happened. Now, moving on to the other controversy Kai's caught up in, and this one's got nothing to do with games or stream beef. It's about Mr. Beast's Team Water charity. If you're not familiar, it's a massive global initiative aimed at providing.
Once again, he has no obligation to donate to this. Like, everybody, no one has an obligation to donate to this. I don't care how much money you make. You can be Bill Gates, you can be whoever, whatever satanic rich person, whatever, doesn't matter. They don't have an obligation to donate to this. Now, if you are a charitable person and you did want to be like, oh yeah, you know what, this would be a good idea, go ahead, do that. But it's like I said, the fact that he was being pressured to donate, me personally, I'm not donating, bro, because you shouldn't have added me. Mr. Beast, you shouldn't have added Kai, and at that, it would have been different if you just added him and said, hey man, I would really appreciate it if you donated to this. Rather than, oh, you and SGC were beefing and and talking about who got more money, go ahead and donate to her. And then now it's been a whole thing with, like I said, the kick pages are targeting Kai. Aiden basically is fueling their little beef thing, and then XQC is now talking mess again about Kai. Like, it's just a snowball effect. It's crazy. Butterfly effect, snowball effect, all that stuff.
Providing clean water to communities that desperately need it. Huge respect to Mr. Beast for even pulling something like this together. It's not just a good cause, it's a rare moment where the internet actually comes together for something meaningful. Tons of creators showed up, donated, helped spread the word. It was a real chance to use their platforms for something bigger than themselves. Except, well, Kai.
We're on a mission to give 2 million people all around the world clean water. This village in Malawi now has clean water, impacting over 1,000 people.
More on Kai in just a second, but for context, Mr. Beast has already raised over 8 million years worth of clean water for people in need. Let that sink in. That's not just a flex, that's history. Literal lives changed, communities transformed, and it's all happening through a YouTube-led initiative. It's insane in the best way possible. So when creators step up, it matters. And when they don't, well, people notice.
Mr. Beast just raised over 8 million years of free water for people with his Team Water charity.
That
A
voice.
mission to give 2 million people all around the world clean water.
And there's a
It sounds like he's doing it on purpose. Mr. Beast just raised. Like, I don't know, man. Like, I don't know. It sounds like like when you're a kid and you're doing an old man voice. Like, that's how he sounds. I don't mean to like roast him like that. I'm just saying, like, you know. But yeah, he got a dope hat and some what are those things called behind him? I forgot what they're called. Funko Pops. Yeah, he might be. He probably cool. He probably cool. My bad, bro. Let me get up off you, bro. That's my bad. Let me stop.
lot of new people on the leaderboard, including Logan Paul, who had one of the most dominant performances at SummerSlam this weekend, if not the most dominant performance of all of WWE, and Queso, both of which dropped 100.
I don't care what anybody say. Rey Mysterio, Junior, not Senior, Junior, is him, Jeff Hardy, and who would my third be? Third is a tie between John Cena and Randy Orton. Those are top three, like, best performances. And like, if you want to go five, go ahead and throw in Roman Reigns and The Rock. Yeah, The Rock for sure. Yeah, those are like my favorite people. Like, I'm gonna watch them. I'm gonna whatever, you know. And that's no disrespect to nobody else. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I love like R-Truth, Batista. Sin Cara. Oh my, bro, I forgot all about him, bro. Sin Cara. Yeah, man. All right, man. You just bring back wrestling memories. But like, you know, stop disrespecting them. Stop. No, Logan Paul. No, bro. Stop it. He's not topping them. Stop it. And performance wise, stop it.
$1,000 to charity, to the Team Water charity. Trainwrecks, FaZe Banks, Logan Paul, and a couple of other people from the Aiden Ross live stream that promised to donate $2.3 million worth actually did. So those $2.3 million are almost there.
Now here's the part that's genuinely baffling. Dozens of creators, big and small, have donated to Team Water, some tossing in 1,000, others dropping literal millions. And yet, Kai Cenat's name? Nowhere to be found. Not a dime, not a shout out, not a mention. Meanwhile, Aiden Ross and his community have already put up over $500,000 and even publicly called Kai out to step up. And that's where it gets messy. Because this is the same Kai who never misses a chance to flex how much he makes per stream. The sub counts, the brand deals, the gifted donos, it's all public. So when a cause this important comes around and he suddenly turns quiet, yeah, that's not just disappointing, it's revealing. If you're really pulling in thousands every stream and still act this stingy, maybe it's time to reevaluate what all that success is really for. The craziest twist in all this, Aiden Ross straight up came out and said if Kai donates $400,000, he'll match it with another $400K of his own. And look, Aiden's far from perfect. Nobody's out here calling him a role model. He's had more than his fair share of wild moments, but this, you've got to respect it. No hesitation, no drama, just I'll do it too if you step up. For all the chaos he brings, when it comes to something that actually helps people, bro didn't flinch. Meanwhile, Kai still goes in the donation list.
X does 400K, Train does 400K, Beast does 400K, Ado does 400K. We need 5. If Kai Cenat does 400K, on God I'll do 400K. Locked. Oh,
Okay,
wow.
but only
What is that? Five? That's 2 mil. That's 2 mil. That's beautiful.
Kai Cenat gotta go 400. I'm in. On God.
As always, it's time to see what the internet had to say about Kai's behavior, and calling the reactions not pretty would be an understatement. Kai Cenat has yet to build his $20,000 school in Nigeria, and y'all think he's gonna donate $400,000? It's brutal because it's true. If the man can't follow through on 20 grand, what makes someone think that he's gonna suddenly show up with nearly $500,000? Kai Cenat, when you ask him to spend millions on fireworks damages versus when you ask him to donate to poor people, the silence is loud. He'll burn stacks for chaos and content, but the second it's about clean water or real world impact, it's crickets. Not even a flicker of that same energy. The priorities speak for themselves. I remember when XQC and Kai Cenat talking about who's richer on stream and going bam.
If I'm spending millions, like the fireworks and all that, that's dealing with his content. Why is he being chastised about that? What are we talking about here? That's his content. If it's gonna make him more money, if it's gonna make him that money back, why wouldn't he do it? He's an entertainer. He's an entertainer. He has to entertain people. What are we talking about here? How are you chastising him about that? That don't even make any sense. Oh, you'll spend this much money on that for your content, for your living means. Literally, like Twitch is his main source of income. That's why he's getting brand deals. That's why he's able to buy $300,000 worth of streaming backpacks that he needs. Like, what are we like? It's still stuff that he needs. Same thing with Mr. Beast. Mr. Beast buys all this crazy stuff, and he does like the trips, like $1 to like a $1 million trip and all that stuff, like stuff like that. He does stuff like that. Are you chastising him for spending all that money on a video? No. Granted, he can donate that much. Mr. Beast has more money than everybody, but I get it. He's always like, "Oh, I'm like actually," but like, no, bro, you have to pay yourself in a sense, and you probably use your LLC to purchase, your house and stuff like that, whatever. But either way, Kai doesn't, like I said, he has no obligation to donate to this. And Mr. Beast ruined it with this tweet, really. Because after this, if I was Kai or anybody, and he tweeted at me like this, instead of just only adding me and saying, "Hey, bro, I would appreciate it if you would donate to Team Water." He didn't have to do this. This is messy. This is real messy.
For ban, let's settle it. Whoever donates the most to Team Water is officially the richest. Mr. Beast must be loving this one, because nothing exposes fake flexing faster than a real cause. You wanna talk money? Cool. Let's see who actually puts it where it matters. No rented cars, no fake chains, just receipts.
It looked like you gang.
XQC is out here going full-on detective mode and calling out Kai Cenat's boys, Reggie and Rakai, for some seriously sus view numbers. And like, bruh, it's honestly hard to ignore the major red flag that went up. You know how it goes. These streamers go from rocking a comfy 1,000 viewers to suddenly pulling in 60,000.
30% validated viewer? I mean, you have to be kidding me, right?
I'm not saying they're cheating. Okay, fine. Maybe I am, but like, how does someone go from 1K to 60K? Like it's no big deal. Unless, there's some view botting going on. I mean, it is 2025. People are getting more creative than ever with that stuff. And some shady nonsense happens behind the scenes when the money's flowing. Oh, and this spike happens in one day. One freaking day. That's not even just a glow up. That's like watching someone grow wings and start flying while the rest of us are trying to figure out how to start a fire. Now, XQC isn't just out here throwing shade for fun. Nah, he's been keeping tabs on this stuff for ages. Kai Cenat, being the good bro he is, has been hyping up his friends like they're the second coming of gaming or something. Brought them a house, shows them on their streams, and basically gave them all the clout they need to jumpstart their careers to the next level. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not accusing Kai or his crew of doing this intentionally, but you know how the internet works. When something doesn't add up, people start looking for answers. And right now, the only one digging deep is XQC. Let's not kid ourselves, the whole, "Oh, I just blew up overnight because I'm so talented" line is tired. No one's buying it. If you're pulling 60K out of nowhere, people are gonna notice. And guess what? XQC definitely noticed. He pulled out the receipts and found a lot of inconsistencies.
when the number is like that, it's just no good. Like it's not. Is that? And you compare some of these other guys. Sometimes, yeah, it's what like it's up and it just doesn't add up.
From what I've heard about that situation, like when this first happened, they were saying that like the 37.2% authenticated viewers, I think they were trying to say that was like the active number of viewers. I don't know, I could be wrong. Basically saying like the 37.2% out of the 60K viewers or whatever was whatchamacallit, like actual viewers, like in chatting, whatever. Because you have people that'll view and be like muted or what is it called, in vanish mode or whatever, and like they're not watching really and they're not active. So I don't know how that all works, but I will say 1K to 60K in one day, yeah, that might be a little crazy. But I think Rakai, he had a collab like or whatever, like somebody was coming on his stream, and then on top of that, if Kai isn't streaming, then you know Rakai or whoever else under Kai's like umbrella, like people are gonna go watch them. People are going to go watch them. So I don't know, but I just don't think it's really that serious. Like if somebody's botting or doing whatever, what can you do about it, really? Instead of like, you're really just looking more like a hater, kind of like with the low tier god, how he was trying to hate on DDG, talking about he got botted subs. How do you bot a sub? And he's like saying, oh yeah, DDG, unless he's buying his own subs. Or how does that work, bro? Why would you waste that much money? Like technically you're getting it back, but really he's losing half of that money because Twitch is taking half of that money. So I don't know. But like I said, I don't know about all the Twitch stuff. XQC could be right here. I never really did too much digging into this part, but like, yeah, it's just, I don't know. I don't think it's
that's motion, brother. 37% validated viewer, bro. 30% validated viewer. I mean, you have to be kidding me, right, brother? That's less than 30%, bro. That's 31% validation. Bro, 30.
Oh, that's what it wasn't. I don't know why he said 60K. It's 44,000, 15,000 authenticated or validated viewers. So 15,000 active viewers at that moment, and then the rest are like viewing without accounts or something, technically. Which I guess that would be botting then, if they're not viewing with their account, or I don't know. Either way, 15,000 people watching. If he did bot, I don't think that was worth it, bro. Going from 1K to 15,000 in one day that's great. I think that's great.
1% validation. That's not motion. That's counter motion.
He started digging into Reggie and Rakai's viewership, and guess what he found? Huge suspicious jumps in their numbers. I'm talking 1K to 8K to 60K in an hour. XQC notices that their chat actively is wildly off. I'm talking a 20%.
Yeah, now that's the one where I was like, I don't know, like, because he had Lil Tay and he got to 100K. Now, granted, don't get me wrong, Lil Tay is, you know, pretty famous. You know, you got a bunch of weirdos that'll go to watch her, but you gotta remember, Rakai's only like 17. He's 17 right now, either turning 18. But at this moment, I think he might have been 17, yeah, because this is earlier this year. So 16, 17, whatever. Lil Tay was 17 at this point. So I don't know. You know, I don't think Lil Tay brought in that many people. Because even say if he was coming from that 44,000 to 100, you know, whatever. But he doesn't average that much, you know. But Twitch could have also been pushing his page, you know. Who knows? I don't know. It's a little crazy.
An engagement rate, which is insanely low for streamers who are pulling in massive numbers. I mean, what's the point of having 60K people watching if only 20% of them can be bothered to even click something in chat? That's the type of ratio you see when you're trying to fake it till you make it with some view bots. If you're not familiar with the term, It's basically when people use bots to inflate their viewer count and trick everyone to thinking they're a big deal. If you weren't convinced already, let me hit you with the math that makes no sense at all. Rakai's sitting there with 100 live viewers. That's crazy numbers, right? But then when you check his sub count, he's got 4,000. 4,000.
I mean, I guess it don't make no sense, but at the same time, it could be like, depending on how many followers he has. I don't know how many he had at this moment, but if he has a good amount of followers, really that's what you should be looking at, because not everyone's going to sub up. Granted, I get that's like a really bad percentage, though. You know, that's out of 100, 4% basically. 100,000, that's like 4%. So, you know.
Yo, Tay, you don't understand how crazy this shit is. There's 100,000 people watching us right now. What the?
Doesn't add up, right? Someone even said math, they ain't mathin'. Now you compare that to the likes of Kai Cenat, who, let's be real, has massive numbers but also real engagement. The dude gets 100k viewers and somehow manages to have 100k subs to match. That's how the numbers are supposed to work. Real viewers watch, real subs follow.
I mean, if you get 100,000 viewers and you have 1 million followers, that's only 10% out of your followers that are watching you. I wouldn't expect 100,000 people to be subbed. That would mean out of that 100,000, like say on average, if you're averaging 100,000, so out of 100,000, you don't want to do it out of the followers. That means 100% of your live, like active followers that are watching you on the daily basis are subbed to you, and that's not true on Twitch. So I don't know.
Not rocket science. Kai's been getting all emotional and defensive on stream. Gotta give him props for the passion, but when it comes to going head to head with XQC, he didn't exactly bring a solid argument here. He keeps coming at XQC.
It looked like you dicking, gang.
It doesn't even address a thing about viewbotting when even the finger wasn't right at him this time and said it was at Rakai.
It looked like you dicking, gang. It looked like you dicking, gang.
He just keeps venting about how every time something good happens.
Well, and I'm not even trying to make it seem like I'm a Kai apologist or something. Like, no, like, real Kai was right to call him out at this moment, because XQC, like, around that same exact time, was talking about AMB, talking about Kai, talking about, because he was talking about Rakai and Reggie. Like, he was, them his friends. Like, if somebody talk about my friend, I'm gonna be like, hey, bro, get off that nigga dick. Like, why you hating? So, I don't know why this guy's got, I don't know, he's kind of making it seem like Kai is just speaking just because or whatever. Like, no, like, yeah, that's his bro, that's his little bro.
For him or his crew, XQC has to throw shade. Sure, it's clear he's tired of the drama, but all that frustration doesn't exactly disprove what XQC said. And let's be real for a second. If you were sitting on the throne of 100k viewers and your friends were getting crazy exposure, wouldn't you want to shut down any accusations too? I get it, but you can't just wave your hands and dismiss the numbers XQC laid out. Those numbers don't lie. You gotta have something more than feelings to explain why your chat's 20% engaged when you've got 60,000 eyeballs on you. Kai's over here playing defense, but he's failing big time.
It looked like you dicking, gang.
Whenever his friends, Reggie and Rakai, get a little success, XQC is right there, throwing shade. And you know what? I'm not even mad. Honestly, I kind of get it. Kai's like, XQC, always got something negative to say whenever we win. Like, bro, you're mad because someone's calling out the weird stuff going on. And don't give me that pattern of criticism nonsense. Maybe XQC is just noticing patterns that actually exist. Honestly speaking, you don't get to sit on your throne of success throwing attention because someone's pointing out your questionable growth. Like, if I saw one of my boys skyrocketing with zero effort and weird numbers, I'd be side-eyeing that too. But here comes...
Yeah, but you would have hit them up privately. XQC's not their friend, so he's going to go on the internet with his major following and, you know, shun them. Because whether it is real or not, he's sending hate to them with his fan base. Not intentionally, but you know how fans are. They're parasocial. So
Kai acting like XQC's the problem for pointing out the obvious?
It looked like you dicking, gang.
Nah, man, this ain't it.
It looked like you dicking, gang.
XQC's calling out the stuff that doesn't add up, and Kai's out here playing victim, trying to turn the whole situation into an XQC's jealous of our success story. And then, like, he goes on full knight in shining armor for Reggie and Rakai, acting like they're innocent little angels. Dude's defending them like they're above suspicion. Sure, I'll give him credit for loyalty, but it's a little too sweet considering the facts.
Y'all saying cap. No. Y'all saying cap. I'm being dead ass. Reggie don't be on Twitch. Bro, oh my God. Okay, hold on. Reggie is not on Twitch. This nigga's really a hood nigga that's just live. Do y'all understand that?
Maybe they didn't do anything shady themselves, but do you think their teams don't get involved in this stuff? Come on, but instead of being like, hey, let's take a hard look at the numbers and clear up any confusion, Kai's like, no way, my friends would never do that.
It looked like you dicking, gang.
That's some ride or die energy, but it's also naive as hell. Now the internet is pointing fingers at Kai, with one person even saying, average Kai chimp out with being called out. Always hooting and hollering when he's called out for doing something wrong. And of course, you got the defenders coming out of the...
Bro, whoever made that tweet, I hate them blue check accounts, bro. Like, racist. Talking about average chimp out. Like, what possesses you to say that, bro? You weird, bro.
Would work like classic internet sleuths trying to make sense of the madness. First, there's the whole crib meta thing where streamers live together just vibe on camera, like a big happy streaming family. That, they say, might explain the viewer spikes.
Couple niggas.
It's probably not fine-tuned, now that I said it though.
No, hell no. I don't think SQC fell off. Fuck no. Hell no. SQC did not fall off. I'm just saying, nigga. This is how it may look.
Okay, respect that. I respect that.
That wasn't even a sneak this, so don't even try to do that. But I'm just saying, bro, like, don't.
I fell off.
Don't what he got going on.
Fair enough.
You feel me? And this is no diss. I'm not dissing nobody. I'm just saying how it looks on an outside perspective. You feel me? But like, I'm pretty sure Felix knew all of that shit.
Okay, I get it. When you've got a crew all streaming in the same house, you're bound to have some overlap, some cross promotion. But let's be honest, that's not enough to explain 60K viewers when you're used to 1K. Unless their crib has some secret portal to the algorithm gods, it's still looking a little sus. XQC doubled down like a man on a mission, because this was a hill to die on. He doesn't back off, and in fact, he didn't even understand why Kai was even mad about the whole thing.
How am I on his day? How is that anything to relate to him? I don't get it. Well, I'm just confused on how that it's about him. I literally singled him out as like, it's not part of the problem.
I'm about to just let shit rain. Like, I'm tired. Like, I ain't even gonna lie. F all of that shit. F all of that. Be honest. This is no bias. This is no letting off aggression.
Bro, I'm so confused.
Now he swore by his analysis and knowledge he truly believed someone was messing with the viewership numbers. Whether it was the streamers themselves, their viewers, or someone on their team, XQC was convinced something shady was going on.
Somebody's doing something that's tampering. It doesn't matter. I'm not even saying who's doing it.
It's like I said, I'm not 100%. Like, I don't know, whatever. But yeah, like I said, XQC, he's most likely right in this sense. But like I said, even like, why do you care? Why do you care that much? I don't know. Like, I can get it if he was on like, nah, bro, like, I don't mess with that view bot and stuff because XXX, like, you know, this reason why, So, you know, and I'm not saying I approve of scamming, like, in a sense of view botting or whatever. Like, but I'm just saying, it just seemed like every time I see XQC on my timeline period, he's just hating or saying some weird racist shit, maybe. So it's just like, bro, why is it that I don't see any positive stuff about this man? Granted, like I said, like right here, like he's right in this sense, but it's just like, bro, who cares, bro? Just let motherfuckers rock out, bro. Worry about you and whatever, bro. You know. But I don't know. I guess, like, yeah, you're a content creator, so I guess you got to stay in the loop. But I don't know. I just don't
care. Somebody's doing something, and it's skewing and tampering. That's it. Nothing else. There's nothing about it. And when he says that, oh, I know he doesn't believe that. No, I absolutely believe that with my everything that what A stand for, I do believe that, but that doesn't belittle them. It doesn't make them lesser. Bro, 2 months ago, I got botted for 3 days in a row. Am I evil ever? Would I say, yo, I was even saying, yeah, I got botted today. I don't give a the 3 days of botting don't make me feel any lesser about my career.
I see. Nah, that's good. I never seen him say that. So he basically admitted to getting botted somehow, which is probably just one of his fans that were, whatever, or maybe a hater. I don't know. Like I said, at this point, who cares about the botting thing, bro? Who just cares? If it can happen to him, then yeah, it's gonna happen to someone smaller. But I guess in a sense, what he was first saying, it did come off like, oh, it's Rakai doing the botting, which, like how the dude in the video said, yeah, maybe it is somebody on their team, and maybe Kai should have did a better. He should have investigated rather than getting on here and going right at XQC. But I don't know. Like I said, who cares? And at the end of the day, it's already beat between XQC and Kai. So Kai was gonna be amped up to go ahead and get on stream and directly say something about him.
And if somebody said, yo, dude, XQC is...
And people pointed out how he never even fully explained the whole view botting thing. Bro, his picks XQC called out his crew, LMAO. Whole lot of words and not one thing was said to deny the view botting allegations. He even joked about being labeled obsessed like some kind of weirdo. But honestly, I don't blame him. He's like the only one saying what everyone's thinking but is too scared to say out loud.
Like, I don't get it. Well, I'm not obsessed. I've always been obsessed.
Kai Cenat's been hit with 2 major L's back to back. First, he completely ghosted Jinxie's tournament, ignored him on stream, and only showed remorse once his chat started spamming L's. Then came the Team Water controversy, where creators donated massive amounts, including Aiden Ross offering to match a $400,000 donation while Kai remained silent, despite constantly flexing how much he makes. At this point, it's not just bad optics, it's a clear pattern. He only reacts when the backlash starts and stays quiet when there's no clout to gain.
I mean, that was a good video, but I would like to say, it did kind of seem like, I guess dude might not like Kai. Like I said, I like Kai. I don't think he's a bad guy or whatever. It's like I said, but I don't want to seem like I'm a Kai apologist or whatever, but it just seemed like he wasn't even giving him any type of fair, whatever, but end of the day, I just feel like, yeah, if you know a little bit more context, just like I said, XQC and Kai, they have a little beef, so of course it made sense for Kai to pop out and say something to XQC, like when XQC said something about Reggie and Rakai, especially with them just starting that Cloverhouse stuff at that time. So it's like, come on, bro. But that's the end of the video. Have a good one. Go ahead, comment, like, share, subscribe. Go ahead, click that notification button. Don't miss another video. Watch all my videos, matter of fact. And yeah, thank you for watching. I am J Shep Reacts, and I'm out.